Having the power back on will change the tide of the war. I hear the PK engineers are working on alarms and electric traps.
That was fucked. Got me over here, guys. Help me take care of it.
Fucking blow hard. Shut the fuck up.
That's right, run along home to mama.
You know my buddy's the best of me.
Are you kidding? I can see you. Ha! Keep trying. You don't look so good to me. Nice for my ass. Nothing.
Leave me alone! I didn't do anything to you! Leave me alone. I didn't do anything.
Inhibitor container detected.
You still don't remember who attacked you?
Nearby.
Now, does it hurt?
Leave me alone.
You've got to trust us.
Container nearby.
I've seen how.
These young cadets. They don't make them like they used to. Having the power back on will change the tide of the war. I hear. Catch you stealing, you lose a hand, pal. No order without strict law.
You're siding with the enemy. Someday those chickens may jump.
Inhibitor container nearby.
Jack all
Inhibitor
one. I don't
container
care.
detected.
Get my ration, and I'm happy. I've been captured! I need help!
Glad you came along when you did. Thank you.
One wrong move, and I
Inhibitor container detected.
I can't wait for the tournament. It's been years since the last one.
Enjoy browsing our selection. Come back when you need more.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container nearby. nearby. Inhibitor container nearby.
Thought I'd get more respect when I became a peacekeeper.
Move along, citizen.
You're siding with the enemy, Pilgrim. Someday those chickens may just come home to roost.
They've got me tripped. We've been waiting for you.
Look at that. Whoa.
Look at what I found!
You ain't gonna live much longer. Gonna spill your blood. scared? Eat shit and die, motherfucker!
Hey, I'm Aiden. What's your name?
Match?
I was asked to bring you home.
What about the infected up there?
There aren't any. It's safe.
Then, I'll just hang here. Tell Hugh I'll, be back later.
Look, your father wants you home. He's worried.
Hugh ain't my father. I just work for him. Like a slave. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to go back. You can't make me.
And what's Hugh's real story?
Never mind. I don't want to get other boys into trouble.
No, it's okay. You can tell me.
Stay out of it, okay? It's none of your business.
Fine. I'll talk to him myself. You really want to stay here?
Sure. Not my first time alone in the city. I can take care of myself.
I bet.
Hey, Aiden. Thanks for clearing out the infected.
No problem, kid.
I hear the PK engineers are working on alarms and
And
electric
between
traps.
buildings, this stunning babe yells out, "Hell!"
Catch you stealing, you lose a hand.
We
pal.
go up to her and she takes off.
Juan sent me on an errand into the cathedral. Is there anything I should know about?
Not much, just that people say it's haunted.
Haunted? By what? A ghost?
Yeah, right. Anyway, the cathedral's been locked up for years, but there's scaffolding around it. You can probably use that to climb to a window and get inside.
Anything you can find.
Still sure you want to run errands for Juan?
Might as well.
Suit yourself, big boy.
Any stories on children calling themselves aliens. What they actually look like.
What happened? Where's Match?
He says he's not coming back. Doesn't want to work for you anymore. What's he mean, Hugh?
None of your business.
You made it my business when you sent me after Match.
Got me there.
So what exactly are you doing with these kids, Hugh? Match seemed desperate not to come back.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'm training them to survive.
Come again?
I've taught him to steal and spy
For you?
for anyone who pays.
Are you crazy, Hugh? If the Peacekeepers catch them, they'll have no mercy.
That's the first thing I teach them. How not to get caught. It's a fucked up world, Pilgrim. No one's gonna go easy on these orphans.
I'm living proof of that.
I teach them how to survive. Isn't that what fathers do for their children? Match doesn't understand that. Not now. He's at that rebellious age. When he makes it in the city, he'll realize it's because I prepared him.
You're not gonna go after him?
I'm not holding anyone here. We're family.
Thought I could only trust other PKs, but you came through. Thanks. So easy next time.
You can't call that thing. Anything you can find, and call yourself a reporter. I'll trade good, solid rations for any stories on the Pilgrim calling themselves Aiden, or any tip on what he actually looks like. looking for eyewitness accounts. But you know, I'll take less reliable info. Gotta fill out the evening edition.
I saw him take a bolter out once with his mouth.
Uh-huh. Only if I'm desperate enough. Anyone else?
I got a story for you. How much you know about inhibitors?
I heard the rumors. The superhuman strength, the improved senses. But if it was as good as they say, I wonder why they wouldn't give them to everyone.
That's because they kill 95% of people who take them.
Come on, everyone knows that's bullshit.
Tell that to my wife, who died horribly after taking them. She worked for a GRE contractor that helped develop them. She was fascinated by them. Ended up sneaking some out for us. I chickened out and tended to take mine. She died screaming.
So sorry to hear, but what's this got to do with the Pilgrim?
I made it my mission to study what makes people survive the injections. And Aiden is one of them.
Oh, cut the crap already.
What have you seen him do?
I heard from a reliable source that he defeated an alpha zombie in the tunnels under Villador with his bare hands.
These tunnels don't even exist, you moron.
I also got it from a PK friend of mine that Aitor beat the shit out of him with brass knuckles. The Pilgrim didn't even flinch.
Go on.
Heard at night he was changing into something else. Not infected. Something else. Something more powerful. Some people saw him fly on top of the Watertower. They say he sucked the blood out of Jack and Joe.
Anyone heard of those two lately? And he's out there. On the case.
Last I heard.
Now that makes for what I call interesting news. You deserved your ration.
Ha ha! Oh, come on. I saw him. Eat his biomarker. Give me a ration, too.
Having the power back on will change the tide of the war. I hear the PK engineers are working on alarms.
It's Flash. Did you... No! Maybe it's the water. I got to wash for the first time in a month.
Go. But report it if it starts acting weird.
Remembers cats.
Disloyal beasts. Dogs are loyal. You seen a cat lately? Totally abandoned us.
No, they're smart. They're hiding. Before the fall, my family lived in government housing, down in Houndfield. Ugly building, built after World War II. Me, my parents, and my brother. I was 16 at the time. One day, we came home and waiting on the doorstep was this massive black cat. White moon patch of fur. Sitting there, like it owned the place.
Arrogant creature.
When he saw us, he got up, yawned, stretched his legs, and waited for the door to open. Mum scared it off.
Uh-huh. My kind of lady.
Old man, my mother would have scared you off, you limp dick. Shut your gobble and quit interrupting.
All right. Sheesh.
Next morning, we opened the door, and there it was. The cat zoomed right inside. Needless to say, Mum got rid of him once more. But after that, he would show up every day. Sometimes appearing inside without anyone even opening the door. My mother eventually gave in because Mooncake wore her out.
Aw, Mooncake. Cute.
Not gonna lie, he was a creepy little critter. He would appear and disappear at will. Stare at us like he was listening to us. When the pandemic broke out and Villador locked down in 23, Mooncake took off without even a meow. We were devastated. Then, Black Monday happened. The 6th of January, 2025. The chemical bombings. Funny thing, everyone remembers what they were doing at the time. I was in the kitchen, helping Mum prepare some Jerusalem artichokes she got from a friend. Dad immediately thought about getting us away from there, but there was nowhere to go. Then, we heard a scratching at our apartment door. Mooncake was back. Showed up, meowing his head off. I knew he was trying to tell us something. Despite the chaos, we followed him into the basement. The room was a dusty mess of cables, cabinets and switchboards, and it looked like no one had been in there for evening. Changing. Turning. When we came out, 2 million people had lost their lives. The city was a war zone. The next night, Mooncake disappeared for good. We eventually found refuge in the bazaar. My father's passed. And my brother, well, he's a peacekeeper now. Mum lives in a hut on a rooftop near the bazaar. She swears on Mooncake pays her a visit. Just for the night.
Oh, bullshit.
Kiss a spitter, old man.
Got a fly.
Until today, I thought our chances against not so sure.
Hey, you! I got the goods. That'll totally come in handy. Other people pass that by. Don't know why. You recognize the PK's best stuff, don't you? Thanks for stopping here. Tell me what you need. Thanks for your business, buddy.
today. Keep watch.
Just wait.
Don't
Project a
talk.
slip.
Fine, doesn't matter.
Glad you only have
Well, hello, boys.
It's him! It's all because of you, you bastard! You were supposed to get us out of town!
Yes, and then you let yourselves get caught.
You tricked us!
Okay, Joe, come on. You'd look after your own ass if you were him, too. You'll have to excuse Joe. He went through a lot. The Peacekeepers have methods for people like us. They say there's no electricity, but somehow they manage to find a battery they can connect to your balls.
Shut the fuck up, Jack!
I'd invite you in for tea and remembering old times, but you're the one who got us in here. So get the fuck out and let us rot in peace.
That's right, fuck off.
I'm sorry it turned out that way.
Sorry? And what do we do with your sorry?
Whoa, what do you mean, what? Joe, you dumbass. The Pilgrim could still save us.
Well, actually, how did you get here?
Funny story.
Oh, not to everyone.
So they lead us to the bazaar, probably to hang us. We enter a narrow street. I sense an opportunity. I hit one on the head, the other on the balls, and walk. Meanwhile, Joe got stabbed in the butt with a pitchfork. Couldn't sit for 3 days.
I told you, shut your mouth!
Okay, don't be such a delicate china. We went through the tunnel to the center, you know, with all the different perspectives and possibilities there. And what do we see? PK corpses.
Man, there were so many of them.
I say, let's take their uniforms and put them on so we can blend in with the crowd. And suddenly, one corpse starts to move. I look at it, and it's Ator. Boy, did I start to run.
That's when the Blue Boys grabbed us and said they wouldn't let it slide.
We were caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
As usual, our fucking luck.
What's it gonna be? Will you help?
How could I save you?
Well, we're dehydrated as hell in here. They won't give us anything to drink. Well, I can take it, but Joe? Help ease my friend suffering. Be human.
I'm guessing this isn't about clean water.
We're yearning for moonshine. Killian. Oh, Killian ran the best. We had this bottle saved for a rainy day.
Yep. Killian's legendary moonshine. The gas strip butterfly.
You wouldn't bring it to us, huh?
Fine then. Where is this moonshine?
It's in a safe, in a water tower in Old Villador. The code to the safe is 14... 14-8. No, not 8. I think 9.
What the hell, Jack? The code is the year America was discovered.
Take it easy, Joe. Take it easy. Oh, yes, exactly that year. Just as we discovered Killian's moonshine, someone once discovered America.
Oh, yeah.
Heard so many fucked up stories while I was behind bars.
Yesterday, my youngest said, when I grow up, I want to fit the renegades too. Not work on
Hey, you!
You have such well-kept hands.
Well, you know, you too, I guess.
You found them! My research was spot on. Here, we have the complete works of William Shakespeare. His stories are some of the most often retold and adapted in history. So universal were his themes. His tragedies were the most popular. Are we humans drawn to tragedy? Something to reflect upon. The Arabian Nights. Originally 1001 Nights. A seminal collection of stories, folk tales, and songs that span a continent over several centuries. It is a melting pot of literature, sometimes fantastical, often violent. Not unlike life in our own city. More monumental achievements secured from destruction. Let's keep at it. I believe Thalia already has readied a new list.
Dr. Stevens, thank you for your support as I take over the role of Chief Physician of the GRE. While I understand the higher-ups need a scapegoat for the virus leak, your expulsion seems counterproductive. All the more reason to thank you for agreeing to review my reports before I send them to the GRE board. October 20th, 2021. A GRE report on the state of the epidemic. With the first cases in Zurich and Paris, the plague spread like wildfire. We're dealing with a variant of the 2014 strain. We call it tachytransmissive heron virus, or THV. It's deadly and highly transmissible. We recommend immediate action. All European borders must be closed immediately. All civilian air and rail services suspended. National governments must introduce civil procedures as follows. Isolate individuals thought to be infected. Quarantine anyone who's been in close contact with them. Issue shelter-at-home orders immediately. As for the dead, bodies should be incinerated. Implementing restrictions now will slow the spread of the virus. We need time to create a vaccine and have begun working with private sector companies. Our diligence in the coming weeks will decide on our fate. August 8th, 2024. GRE report on the state of the epidemic. Uncontrolled rioting grips the city. Last month, an angry mob raided a supply ship moored at the wharf, damaging it. Soldiers panicked and threw crates of ammo overboard to prevent them from being seized by the angry mob. Thank God they kept safe the medical supplies we need to increase antizin production. But let us not forget, antizin is not a cure. It merely inhibits the virus. Immigrants deemed useful are being granted entry to the city. This selection process has sparked even more outrage and further violence.
Katsumi, did you allow treatment of wounded rioters at your Central Loop clinic?
General Pratt, these people require medical attention. Doctors take an oath.
For fuck's sake! Your clinic is now the epicenter of a THV outbreak! 4 doctors have tested positive!
What? Oh, God!
The clinic is to be isolated immediately, a quarantine zone established. If not, the virus will spread like wildfire. We're shutting down the VNC tower transmitter. If the only way to stop the riots is to block all communications and confine them to their homes, so be it. Proud of yourself, Katsumi?
I'm recording this for posterity, so they can learn from my mistakes. To warn all who follow about the worst of plagues. And I am not referring to the virus. I was born into a very religious family. My earliest childhood memories? Prayer. Every morning and every evening. Knees scraped from constant contact with oak floorboards. When I grew up, I had a very hard time. I was lonely. I suffered. Despite my upbringing, I turned to religion for solace. It gave me the answers I sought. That I came to realize my father had tried to give me. To endure bullying is to earn heavenly rewards. God was my best friend, my only friend. I talked to him every day, and I believed that he listened to me and answered and loved me too. I felt like I owed him a debt. That's why I enrolled in seminary. I think I became a fanatic in a way. The urge to spread his teachings, convert others. It was not about God. It was about my own shortcomings. It was about me. There was something unhealthy about it. And dangerous. At the age of 23, I became a priest. Still just a snot-nosed kid, and I was supposed to be a shepherd of souls. I felt I was meant for this. I had answered the call. If God was with me, then who could be against me? I was full of conviction, faith that I could make the world a better place. But the world had other plans. Many times, I performed someone's last rites. I held their hands as they died. And in that last moment, in the millisecond before their last breath, I saw in them relief. Not because they were moving on to some kind of better world, to heaven, but because it was the end of something painful. They could finally bow out of the futile and exhausting dance of life. Their chore of living would be over. Their suffering would end. It was something completely incomprehensible to me. How can a person reject the gift of life? To accept death joyfully? For a person as strong as me, this was something very disturbing. Or maybe they knew about something that I had not seen? Did they see it in their last moment? This was the first crack in the edifice of my faith. And then, the epidemic started. There's a term for what came next. A crisis of faith. And with me, it started long before the epidemic. But when people started to turn into monsters, when city after city was eaten by darkness and poison, I started to wonder, where is God? Is he putting us through a trial? Or has he abandoned us? When Black Monday came, I no longer had any doubts. There is no God. There never was. Because of the THV Genmod bombings, 2 million people lost their lives. The streets carpeted with human corpses. What God would allow that? He would have to be infinitely cruel. Of course, other so-called men of the cloth offered nonsensical observations. That this was the will of God. Punishment for our wickedness. That Colonel Williams himself served as the hand of God. But that didn't matter anymore. The curtain had been torn off. People lost their faith. Because what were they supposed to believe in? No one wanted a God like that. And in that moment, to my own surprise, I felt free. As if I were a puppet who finally cut the strings that controlled him since birth. Free at last. Hello, Alice. I'm not sure if you know, but you've been in some woman's belly for a month now.
Some woman's? Why, you?
Fine. You should be resting, Mommy, because you shouldn't be getting so worked up in your condition.
Come on, you have to take this seriously.
Okay, seriously. Alice, I'm talking to you from the year 2021. Your birth is 5 months away. Now, we wanted to record this memento for you so you'll have something to look back on. And let me tell you, we're looking forward to meeting you. You know, we've been trying for a couple of years. You know, change things!
What's that, hon?
How's it going in there, little Alice? Still dark, I'm guessing. Believe me, you're better off in there than out here. I got special orders now. We're supposed to monitor people's temperature, isolate them if they're hot. And they're building these checkpoints throughout the city. Command keeps saying it'll all be okay. And that's what I tell people out there. But I don't know if I believe it myself.
How could it be okay? There's a cover-up going on. They faked the data about the virus's spread.
Don't go down that rabbit hole, honey. You'll get yourself worked up again.
I suppose you're right. Okay. I think I'll go and lie down for a while.
And what your mom really needs is a night out. Maybe a nice dinner. But everything's closed. People had work one day, none the next. It's gotten real tough out there. Even as a cop, I understand why people are taking to the streets.
We're trying to stay afloat, me and your mom. Not to expose ourselves, or, above all, you. I think I'd go crazy if something happened to you. And your mom, she's so stressed out. I sing, "You Are My Sunshine," to cheer her up. Because she is my sunshine. And you'll be our shining star. And together, you and your mom will drive away the shadows. That I have faith in. 2 months until your arrival. We'll be all right, little Alice.
My name is Anton Novak, and I'll be a fucking legend! Sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm recording this for you, Pops. You want to hear a secret? You know, when you do, I bet you'll be ashamed of yourself. All my life, you told me I wouldn't amount to anything. But then I became a PK. What'd you do? Called me a traitor. Then Dad explained that the PK don't give a shit about us. The people of the bazaar. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Pops. There ain't no one I don't give a rat's ass about, Pops. I'll show you what I'm made of. Today, some guy I didn't recognize approached me. Said if I was looking to be a hero, I was looking in the wrong place. And that I have potential. I never heard that from you. Said to meet him on the roof of the old textile factory at midnight. And here I am. Like an idiot. What am I doing here? Maybe I wanted to show you. I wanted you to see. Oh shit! What the? Dude, jumping between buildings like a fucking panther. Fuck. I can't let him find me.
Come on out, kid. I know you're here. I'm Killian.
Hey, Pops. I just got back from training with Killian. Says my body's gotta be strong enough for the first shot. I don't know what the fuck that's all about, but Killian's a great guy. Kind of a taskmaster, though. Been keeping me at arm's length. I don't think he entirely trusts me because I was a PK. All I know about them is they are night runners. Yep, them. The ones people are talking about, Pops. They help people. They fight bandits, clear areas of virals. No, they really believe this world can be restored. And I'll be one of them. You'll see. Woo-hoo! I feel amazing! I can run faster, jump higher. I feel as strong as an ox. No, a fucking volatile. Killian says I handled the first dose really well. Now I gotta undergo 100 days of training. He introduced me to the others. I met Frank, our leader, and... I fucking talk too much. Killian officially became my training mentor. You'll hear about me soon, Pops. I'm gonna be a fucking legend! Who does Frank think he is? One minute he talks about my potential, the next he accuses me of reckless behavior. Says that I put others in danger. Back at the dark zone after we pulled that mother and her kids out. Fuck, we pulled it off, didn't we? What's so reckless about success? He spewed some line at me about how he's worried my metabolism isn't handling the shots as well as he thought it would. Can you believe this crap, Pops? My test results were always perfect. If you ask me, it says more about him than about me. He just can't bear someone standing up to him, especially not a young kid. Oh, and check this out. I was put on notice. He'd be watching me, he said. Fuck him. I'll give him something to watch.
What's with the radio silence lately, Honey Bunch? Could send a postcard at least. Or some panties. Do you, wear panties in heaven? God, I miss you. I'm sad you couldn't watch us build the canteen. The opening shindig we just had. The guys think we're onto something here. I love them. Killian, Hakon.
See you, Frank. Careful with my tape recorder. You'll break it.
It'll be fine. Fuck off and good night. You know, ever since you left, my life's been dedicated to the Night Runners. People been talking shit about us since the army booted us out, ignoring all the good we've done. They say we're junkies because of the inhibitors. They just don't get it. Anyhow, I grabbed Killian and Hakon, and I said, let's build a home where everybody, and I mean everybody, can gather and feel safe. Remember, my old man was an architect. I picked up a few tricks here and there. And so, a bit of fucking around, and wham, we had a canteen. Ain't much to look at. Sort of an ugly child you love anyway. But now, everyone's got a place to come sit, drink, and talk. Night runners, PKs, survivors, hell, even renegades, if they behave. They harm me, you know. And Dave, whose legs I watch get torn off by a volatile. Edgar, all of them. But the real pest is Ravik. I was pissed when he took Hakon's side, but then the bastard showed up anyway. Stupid kid. Let's talk about something else. Yeah. So, been thinking. Maybe it's time I joined you, you know, huh?
Frank, lay off the bottle. You reek.
Don't like the stink? Then leave, Killian.
I can't watch you do this anymore.
And close your eyes. Huh? Can you see them? Dave, Edgar, Ravik, and that other kid. What's his name? He wasn't Night Runner material.
Anton. You were right about him, but not about the mission.
Would have been fine if we got in together.
Then we'd all be dead.
Shut up! Remember what I said? By doing this, we agree to die. There are more important things than living, huh? Not everyone will understand it. They don't have to. We face death solemnly. This is the way from darkness to light. Load of fucking garbage.
Frank, get over yourself. And Ravik, what's done is done.
Out of my fucking face, Killian. I never want to see you again. I'm a moron. Fucking moron.
Hello, Aiden. I see you've brought back a collection of Shakespeare's works for Albert. Are you familiar with Romeo and Juliet?
I guess.
Tell me, do you believe in love? I mean, true love. The fated love of which Shakespeare wrote.
I'd like to think so. I just haven't seen a lot of it in my life.
It's true. Even simple affection seems in scarce supply these days. But the hope... it's the hope that can make it possible. If not now, then later. As the fates decree. Speaking to you, Aiden, has once again been a revelation. I look forward to your next visit. It's a welcome break for me. For you too, I hope. Here's a new list. Watch out for yourself.
The fuck was in our rations today? I feel bloated as a goon.
Hey, you! Want to be sent back to the Outlands? Keep that biomarker in plain view.
Will you get over here already? Let me know what floats your boat. Why, I had that on my radar. Yep, I'll take that. X marks the spot. Gimme, gimme. I'm making out like a bandit. I'll be underwater on this purchase, but I want it. That's what I call some nice booty. Thanks for selling me your spare. Permission to come aboard for PK Quad. Anytime. You're gonna drown in selection.
In your guts, you'll feel a right and slim down Sansa diet.
Drop your and you're here anytime.
Completely fucking normal. But I could use a wingman who would, you know, pump up my stock a bit.
I don't know. Gotta think it over.
Okay, not too long.
I hate it when I get through an entire patrol without taking on an infected.
Just say what you want. Look for me near the metro sign.